it's Ross.
And it's Noah again. This is episode 2 of the BroCast podcast, which we are making.
And today we have some very exciting announcements, so let's get started.
Yes, we will.
So first, we have a new feature on our podcast. If you go to anchor.fm/brocast.rn, you may be listening on that right now, but if you're listening on another platform like Apple Podcasts or Spotify, if you go to anchor.fm/brocast.rn, you will see a little button that says, is it voice messaging or voice recording or it'll say message? You can press that and you can give us voice messages and feedback through that. And so if you have any feedback for us or anything you want to say to us, you can give us a voice message through that. So that's cool.
So next week, we have our first special guest coming.
Yeah, and it involves questions about COVID. So if you have any questions about COVID, you can use that messaging system to tell us your questions. So you can just go to anchor.fm/brocast.rn and give us your questions there for our special guest next week that will be involving questions about COVID. So if you have any, use the voice messaging system to ask them. So yeah, and we're really excited for our first special guest. We have a few special guests lined up for the next couple of weeks, and that's very exciting. And yeah, so that's cool. Actually, yesterday we were at our grandma's, and what happened?
So last night, we slept over 2 nights in a row. We're still here. Last night,
It's like 3 o'clock in the morning.
yeah, it was 3:07 in the morning.
07. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember the exact time. So they have a smoke detector, and
which everyone should have a smoke detector and a carbon monoxide detector.
Yeah.
It was the carbon monoxide one.
and smoke.
It was just the carbon monoxide one that went off.
Yeah, so it expires in 10 years. It's been 10 years since it was in this house. So, since it expired, well, it just went off at 3:07 in the morning.
3 o'clock in the morning, we hear beep, 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 beep.
Carbon dioxide.
And then it started talking to us.
Yeah.
It was very loud, and it woke me up. And, I did not like it.
Yes, and then,
Our grandpa had to, wire it out of the system, and then, oh, my God.
So then the second part,
Oh, my God. We went back to bed, and
half
an hour later.
Can I say it?
Yeah.
Half an hour later,
Actually, you weren't up for this part.
yeah, I slept through the whole thing, but
Wait, let me-
Ross and my grandma and grandpa woke up.
Wait, let me tell this part. So we woke up because Noah slept through this. I don't know how, but
I was so tired.
Yeah, me and my grandma and grandpa, we all heard a thud, and my grandma thought she has
A plastic shelf.
like a plastic shelf that's suction onto the shower.
Yeah.
So she thought it was that it
Because
fell
it
down.
always
So she
falls
went.
off.
So she went to her bathroom. She was like, "Wait, it didn't fall down."
And
then
my brother heard a drip, so he thought the shower head fell off.
Yeah, so
but then he
wait. So I heard dripping noise, and so I thought it was maybe the shower head had fallen off and the pipe was just leaking. But I went into our bathroom and so
the door of the shower, which is glass, it shattered everywhere.
And the dripping was pieces of glass falling out of the glass pane. Oh my God.
And yeah, I do not know how I slept through that.
I'm scared to shower now.
Yeah,
I'm
especially
scared.
because we have a glass shower door in
I'm
our
scared to
real
shower.
house.
Well, but that's thicker. It's more like a
and it's not a slide sliding door.
That was just a window pane. Ours was more like a window, but I'm scared to shower now. So that's always fun.
So
being
my
scared
personal
to shower.
thought is because the what's it called again? Carbon monoxide alarm was so loud, it broke the glass a little, and then every single minute it kept getting more weak, and then it finally shattered everywhere.
Like opera, if you sing too high and the glass shatters.
Yeah.
But yeah, now I'm scared to shower, so that's always fun, being scared to shower.
Just go in the bathtub.
But
you don't like doing it.
And well, what I learned from this is to make sure you have a carbon monoxide and smoke detector because, well, it saves you sometimes. And also, if it says to replace the battery within a certain amount of years, make sure you know when that is so it doesn't wake you up at 3 in the morning letting you know that you have to change the battery. Oh, yeah. And then this morning, just to make sure it was an actual carbon monoxide, 6 a.m., my grandpa called the fire department. Oh, my God.
2 fire trucks came here.
And a separate truck for just the chief.
Yeah, and it was just a regular truck, not a fire truck. Just car.
Oh my God! And they were in full suits. They had like oxygen tanks to put out fires. They were all suited up.
Why did my grandpa call to make them come in 3 in the morning?
Because he wanted to make sure it was just the battery, and it was just.
Why did he call in 3 in the morning? Couldn't he have done it at 7 o'clock?
Well, it was 6 in the morning. The only thing is we had just woken up, and he was like, "Oh, fire department's coming in 10 minutes," and we were like, "Oh, great."
Yeah. So my grandpa was like to my grandma, "You better get dressed in your regular clothes now because the fire department is coming in 10 minutes." And my grandma I don't think you want to see that.
Yeah, it was
very
interesting.
So
yeah, that's always fun. It's always fun when, you wake up at 3 in the morning because the carbon monoxide detector goes off, and then you go back to bed. You think, oh, that's it.
And then of a sudden, glass shatters from your bathroom door of the shower, which is glass.
Yeah, I went back to bed. I was like, okay, it's done. It's been wired out of the system, so we're all good. It's nothing's gonna beep anymore. But then it's always fun when 30 minutes later you hear glass shattering, and now you have to replace the glass in your shower door. So that's always fun.
Oh yeah. And then in the morning, earlier.
Now my grandma has made friends with the person at the glass company because I don't even know why.
Earlier today, I was in the bathroom, opening the door, accidentally slid too fast, and then a lot more of the glass shattered.
Well, you were in the bathroom, and I think you went in there by accident because you were about to brush your teeth or something, and you pushed it in more. You touched it because you wanted to see what it was like, but because you touched it, more of it shattered. Oh my God.
No, I didn't touch the actual broken glass. I touched the other side of the door that was not broken.
Yeah.
Slid it.
Why'd you slide it?
I slid it open, but I was trying to do it carefully. I don't know. I just wasn't thinking it at all. I am very stupid.
Oh, Jesus.
So I slid it a little too fast, opened. Shatter.
Yeah, so basically...
That noise!
Basically a crazy night. And then, of course, we went back to bed at 4:30, and I woke up again at 6:30 because I just woke up at 6:30.
And
And then the fire department came.
Yeah, so so I got mixed up in the morning. So I fell asleep at 3:07 right after the beeping, after the beeping, I forget. I got mixed up. So in the morning, I wake up and my brother's still in the bedroom, and I'm like, what time is it? I didn't know it was light out. So my brother said like 7:06 in the morning, and
it was like 6:30.
Yeah, and I thought that it was a little bit later in the night from when I fell asleep, because my brother said when you fall asleep within seconds it'll be morning. I cannot believe I still remember that.
It was only like a few hours ago. Well, not a few hours ago. It was 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah, but then no, that was last night when you said.
I don't even know. Okay.
So then
basically,
and then once he told me the time, I thought it was still night. I'm like, it's so late at night. Why wouldn't you fall asleep? And then he's like,
basically at the end
it's morning.
Basically at the end of the day, this whole story is bizarre, odd,
Very bizarre.
weird, and
surprising
and crazy. Okay, so we're gonna move on from that because that's just no.
Wow.
So I actually have some. We found some really good, cool activities to do if you're stuck at home during COVID. Like if you're still not in lockdown, but if there's still
it's like the best.
If you're still home and you don't have nothing to do, here's some good activities to do, or some good things to do with your family, or by yourself, or with siblings, or anything.
So first one,
we have
baking.
Baking's always fun.
Yeah, so my brother does a lot of that.
Yeah, I love.
He has like 3 cookbooks.
I love baking.
So you should get the app Tasty. It has such good recipes. And you should also get the cookbook of Tasty. And if you know it,
not Rowan. Rosanna Pansina.
So she has her own cookbook. My brother doesn't have it. But he says he is obsessed with wanting to get it. So if you have it, good. If you want to buy it, then buy it, and well, do whatever you want.
I have a really good cookbook. It's by the company Delish or by the website Delish, and it's all desserts and like cookies and bars and brownies and
my favorite recipe in that cookbook: s'mores stuffed brownies.
Wow! It's just such an amazing cookbook.
S'mores stuffed cookies.
It's such an amazing cookbook. It's really good.
Yeah, and also in the Tasty cookbook, there's like this funfetti cake thing that
it's like this funfetti
I've been
cake,
dying
bomb,
to make
whatever.
it.
Oh my god!
I've been dying to make it. It's like, it's called the birthday cake souffle, and
oh my, that's so fancy.
It's like confetti.
Such a fancy name, souffle.
And I've been dying to bake it, and so I wanted to add a little bit to it. I wanted to make melted marshmallow filling inside.
Souffle is a fancy word.
Ross, do you remember Sugar Rush Extra Sweet? Where
that's a good Netflix show.
One of them like cut a little X in there and then put frosting in it, so it made a frosting filling.
No.
Well, that happened in one of the shows, and well, that's what I wanted to do, but with the birthday cake souffle and melted marshmallows.
I like the word souffle.
Souffle.
So one of the other things we found, or not found, what we've been doing is we've been going on a lot of bike rides. I love biking, and I recently got an Apple Watch, and I love competing with my grandpa, and it actually motivates me to like bike and to exercise more because I'm getting more points and stuff, and it's just really motivated me to go walking more and bike more, and I've realized how much fun it is walking and actually doing all these exercising things that I never really did before. And, yeah. I just, it's a really good thing to do with your family, by yourself, with friends, with your siblings. I love biking. And also another thing that, well, obviously we started is podcasting.
Obviously,
You're listening to it right now. Like, we started podcasting, obviously, because you're listening to it right now. If you have a device, any kind of device, you can just start podcasting. And, well, I mean, we did it, and here we are.
Make a podcast.
I mean, we're on our second episode, and it's really fun. I'm like, I literally, like, as the week goes on, I'm literally looking forward to recording. And I'm looking forward to publishing. Because I like to see how people react to it. And, like,
Yes, and
how people like it. And how... Oh, and because when people like it, and when we see what people... You know, it's just... It lets us know that we can keep doing it. And also, with the new... voice message feature on anchor.fm/BroCast.rn. If you use that to give us feedback, it's really helpful for us, because then we know what to do in the next one, what we can do more of, what we can do less of, what we can continue, what we can discontinue, what we can add, what we can not do anymore. It's really good. It gives us feedback.
Yeah, and as we said the last episode, we're posting every Friday.
So, yeah. So, podcasting has been really fun. And, yeah, that new feature will just give us a lot of feedback, and we'll love it. And, yeah, those are just some really good things to do if you're bored or if you want to do something. Also, a really good thing to do is watch some YouTube. Yeah, I love Justine and Rosanna Panzino and and Colleen Ballinger, who's also Miranda Sings. She's funny.
Yeah, my brother.
And her little son Flynn.
Yeah, I once watched a YouTube video of the person who plays Miranda Sings, and it was like things to get on Amazon. The first thing, it was a mermaid tail, and I just got obsessed. So my mom bought it for me.
Yeah.
Also a blow-up unicorn costume. She bought me it, like I said in the last video.
Yeah, it's a Halloween costume. That's a blow-up unicorn.
Yeah, I just got it yesterday.
Yesterday? I thought it was 2 days ago. What's today?
Oh, yeah. Yesterday. Because we were at Nana's house yesterday. Like, right now. We were at this house yesterday.
Yeah.
2 days ago. Which was...
I don't even know. Okay.
I think it was Sunday that we left. So I think it was Sunday that I got it. 2 days ago.
I don't know. Okay.
No
Okay.
No one knows.
Okay.
That sounds like Noah knows. No one knows. No one knows. Sounds like no one knows.
Confused.
Instead of saying no one knows, it sounds like Noah knows.
I'm still very confused. Wait, you mean no one knows? Like no.
No one knows.
What about no one knows?
Like, I said like I said like the 2 days ago, and you said I don't know. I said like no one knows, and I'm like, oh, no one knows. No one knows. Sounds like no one knows. Noah knows. My name is Noah.
Oh, I get it now.
Yes, you do.
Oh my goodness. So is that it?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, that's it for today. Not too long again, but I mean, I don't want it to be too long. I want it to be short so that people listen to the whole thing.
Yeah.
We hope you all enjoyed episode 2 of BroCast, and We will be back next Friday with our special guest on episode 3 of BroCast. And make sure to leave us some voice messages on anchor.fm/brocast.rn so you can ask some questions about COVID if you have any for our special guest, and also give us some feedback. So yeah, go do that, and we will be back next Friday. And yeah,
Bye.
we will be back.
Bye.
Goodbye. Do 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 do. Okay, that's it.